All right, and so the last episode, all of the participants met their exes, and there's a lot of confused feelings going on. They had their separate time together, but now they came back together in episode 5 at the pool, and everyone's spilling the tea, except for Alexis. Who is going to make it? Who is going to fail? Well, let's talk about it. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion for My Love is Blind, Season 3, Episode 5, titled Trouble in Paradise. Romantic dates and a pool party cement bonds for some couples, but raise doubts for others. Cole is surprisingly honest, ruffles a few feathers. Guys, I want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-free recap. I'm going to spoil it up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. And just like I said in my last video, this show is really, really entertaining. And if this is your first time finding me and you happen to like the video, please give me that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, helping me reach 50K subscribers. Trying to do that by the end of the year. But guys, let's go ahead and do. And actually, before we get started, if you have not seen my episodes 1 and 2 recap and my episodes 3 and 4 recap, subscribe. Go check that out on my channel. It's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun talking about it and making the videos. But guys, let's go ahead and get into this recap right here. Who do you think is going to make it? Let me know down in the comment section below. And I will say this. I am so back and forth with the character of Cole. My last recap, I said that he was childish, but then in episode 5, he was kind of doing some things that I did like, and I don't want to talk too far ahead in episode 6, but he was doing some things that I did like. But now in episode 5, he's still kind of tripping, like the way he was just being honest with Zanab at the very end. I'm like, bro, like, get it together. Like, how do you not know that you're not supposed to say certain things to a woman, that she is going to feel some type of way? Now, Zanab is insecure. I will give you guys that, but they still do look cute together. I hope that they do make it towards the very end, because I just want everybody to find love. But there is some things that Cole will have to learn as a man as he gets older, because he's only 25 years old, and Zanab does have some insecurity issues. But you guys let me know what you think about that. I mean, nobody is perfect. Now, we also have SK and Raven, and this is cute. This is a side of Raven that I've never seen before, because she's being silly. She's joking, and I really didn't get that vibe from her, just like a silly, goofy personality. But she's like, oh yes, and we swallow Pepto-Bismol, and it's all gross and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, I didn't really get that from the Raven that we've seen in the first 4 episodes, but I'm liking this Raven now. And now we have Matt and Colleen, and they look so cute. They look like a little match made in heaven. Colleen looks, I mean, I don't know. I was going to ask this question, like, who looks like who is more into the other person? Because I've always heard when I was a younger child that in a relationship, there's one person that always loves the other person more than the other person loves them. I don't necessarily know if that's true across the board, but I do know that is true in some cases. And it seems like Matt is a little bit more into her. Well, I don't want to say Matt is just a little bit more into her. I just think that he's taking this whole situation more serious. I mean, he is older. He is more mature. She is only 25, I believe. But, you know, if you let me know if you agree or disagree with that, I'm very, very curious to know. But they are cute together. They are really cute together. Oh, and I'm tripping. Matt is only 27 years old. So what the hell am I talking about? I thought he was in his 30s, but hey, he still does seem mature for his age, I guess. But look at these two right here, just getting along and having fun, and with the wine and the grapes and the crackers and all that good stuff. It's nice. It's nice. I'm loving all this. But now we have Zanab and Cole and Zanab. And I just do not recommend this, guys, when people are asking, okay, hey, I want you to rate me. What did you think about the other guests? You know, are you attracted to them? How do you feel in comparison to me? And she's saying that I really try not to be that female that's insecure, but I mean, that is how you're coming across, insecure. And I also have to notice, Zanab, like, look, you're in this experience right now to where you know that the person you are engaged to was dating other women at the same capacity that he was dating you. And so it's kind of silly to me to not expect them to have some type of feelings or attraction for somebody else. And at the same time, you're not going to be the most attractive woman in the world. Like, that's just a silly expectation to put on somebody else. I think I'm an attractive male, but I think it would be stupid for me to think that I'm the hottest guy out there on the planet. That doesn't make sense. And also, the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. One person may think I'm a 10, one person may think I'm a 3, you know, whatever. And so I just think that Zanab should kind of dial it back just a little bit, because, you know, it's just not a good look for me, you know. But at the same time, I'm not perfect over here either. There's been times in my life that I've been insecure, but she's really putting it out there, you know. So you guys let me know what you think about that as well. But this couple right here, they're just still so cute together. And I like the questions that Matt, or the stuff that Matt was saying. He's just really trying to see how serious she is, Colleen. But he did ask her, okay, hey, how would you respond when we get out into the real world and there is somebody hitting on you? How would you approach the situation? How would you respond? And I like the way that Matt is doing that in a very nice, constructive, productive, non-toxic way of just saying, okay, hey, this is how I am in my relationships. I'm going to respect you. I hope that you can respect me and respect this relationship. And so I think he's going by this the best way. And I'm only saying this now because of the way that the episode ended. You know, he's very upset and doesn't know if they're going to make it or not. I hope they do, but I mean, he is in a respectful way to me. And you guys can let me know if you disagree, of kind of just, I don't want to just say laying down the ground rules like he's just some dictator, but he just letting her know what his expectations are, you know, within the relationship. Like, I'm not going to be flirting with other people and entertaining all of their sexual desires and thoughts. I expect you to give me the same respect, and I have no issues with that so whatsoever. I absolutely love it. Now, one of the cutest couples, of course, to me is Alexis and Brennan and Alexa. I don't know, it's just something about Brennan here. He's just a funny guy, you know, just the way he talks and the way he smiles and quirks and just like, yeah, you know, and da-da-da this and da-da-da. I don't know. I just like him. I think that they are matched together, but I mean, they're the best couple, but I honestly wouldn't have saw this prior. I just never would have put them together, you know. But this dude got this goofy smile, smirk on his face, just something about him, man. I like them. I want them to make it. They seem like they're really good together, and so hopefully everything can work out. But man, this was making me hungry right here, seeing Bartise and Nancy eat up this pizza that seems so delicious. I want all of it. I want all of it. Now, one of the things that she was saying is like, hey, I saw you was talking to Raven yesterday, and she was just like, hey, I didn't really think that you would put her as your number one, and this is an experiment, and I'm just like, this was this insecure stuff. Now, again, Bartise was a moron in the last episode, just, you know, how he was saying how attractive that he is to, not Nancy, excuse me, that is Nancy, how attracted he was to Raven. I just thought that was so inappropriate, and you just have no remorse over that dude, and he's kind of doing it like the same thing right here, but you guys let me know what you think. But he's like, hey, I'm in love with you emotionally, but, you know, her physically, and that's what she's like, oh, but this experiment, that's what we're here for, and it's just, I don't know, kind of pie in the sky dreams, but, you know, they're kissing and the smooching and the kissing, and I love it. I love it. It is cute. It is cute. And now, guys, we're at the pool where all of these couples are meeting back up again, and y'all, look at this right here. This is wonderful. Man, I would love to live it up right there. That is just, wow. That is a nice house, beach house, resort, whatever you want to call it. But man, I would love to be there with these glasses. It's having a good time, as your boy Matt is right here. I mean, that's nice bathing suits here and there. I mean, this is a beautiful setting, and I'm kind of jelly because I want to be there myself. But man, I have to say this coming up right here. Something that men do not do that women do. We have Colleen, we have Miss Raven, and we also have Alexa. And she's talking about the sex that she had with Brendan. Now, I will say this. At the age that I'm at now, men just don't kiss and tell. That's just ridiculous. Most of my friends are married and all that, so they definitely would not be telling me. But growing up, men probably would kiss and tell if it was a woman that they didn't really care about, or if it was just something casual. But if it's coming down to a man's girlfriend or wife or somebody that he's dating that he really cares about, we're not going to be doing stuff like this. Like, yeah, it was a 2-minute pounding, jamming it in session. That is sacred. Again, If it's somebody that we care about, zip it. You know, it's just disrespectful. If somebody were to ask, or if they were just to tell that information, like, yeah, my girl, her coochie is so wet, blah, 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 like, bro, I don't give a damn. Keep that to yourself. That's your girl, you know, that wouldn't happen anyway. But women, they will still spill the beans. It could be that husband, they will tell them, hey, how big the penis is, small, how the strokes are, this or that, stamina, all that. I mean, women will tell their girlfriends all of the sexual business, kind of like our Alexa's doing right here, but men will not do that. You know, don't be putting Brennan out there on Front Street in front of the world. That's kind of messed up, but you guys let me know what you think about all that. Talking about like a 2-minute, like jamming it in. She's like, are you okay? Hello, hello. I'm telling you, I'm just like, man, that's just kind of messed up right there. But, and again, we got SK and Mrs. Zanab right here. She too afraid to get in the pool. Why would you not get in the pool, ma'am? Get in the pool, get in the pool, get in the pool, get in the pool, get in the pool. Now, look at this right here. I was really eager to see how this was going to play out between Bartise and Raven. Raven and Bartise. And your boy Bartise is hooked. He is in love. He's like, damn it. This is the woman that I should have chose with her. I knew I should have listened to my gut. And just because she was doing some jumping jacks when I was expressing my love, I got too excited and said no. But he is rejecting his initial thoughts of getting rid of Raven, wishing that he did not do that. And hey, I mean, Raven does look good, but Raven had to let him know. I mean, bro, he was doing too much. Like, oh yeah, and I see you and you're attractive and we had the emotional connection and all this stuff. And she just like eating it up. And he lost all, I mean, it's inappropriate anyway, but in my opinion, he lost all control. He lost all power and just handed that over to her. It is clear as day that he is interested and she is not. And she possibly still would have if he would have kind of just played it chill. But that's just not the case. He just, I don't know, felt that, you know, he had to just blah, blah, blah. And they bringing up Nancy in here too. And it's crazy. She's not interested. She's like, look, I get hit on all the time. This dude got compliments for my physical body, but he didn't have any compliments for the pod Raven, and she is not feeding into that at all. And I'm like very surprised. I gotta be honest, y'all. This is a side of Raven that I did not think existed. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. You shouldn't judge a book by clever editing from an expensive studio, Netflix, you know, because they will, you know, make you think this and that, and that's not the case. But then I can't just still say right now that I know Raven, you know, but I am just seeing a completely different side of her that I didn't see before. And she's like, yeah, we don't have a lot of compatibility. It's just lifting weights. Like, hey, you want to go to 24/7 fitness tonight? And I'm just like, man. Your boy Bartise is hurt. He is crushed. And he has no chance in hell of getting that back. I don't know how he would have anyway. What are you going to do? SK, move out the way. I want your woman. I turned her down, but now I want her back. I don't know. But yeah, your boy has lost. He has put it out there too much. And yeah. SK is winning. SK is winning, and your boy Bartise is losing. Look at his face right there. He does not look like a happy camper. And also right here with Alexa and Cole, I mean, he really is spilling it. I don't really think it was that big a deal as Alexa's making it, but she's like, oh my God, everybody's spilling the tea, and there's no tea over here. We're perfect. But I can't get mad at Cole for just saying what he's saying. I mean, he is responding much better than your girl, not your girl, but Bartise just saying, okay, hey, emotional, physical connection and all that. But I don't know. I mean, Zanab is an attractive woman. I just wish she was a bit more secure. You know, I talked about that last time. Like when you're more secure, it's a Jedi mind trick on the male to make you come across more physically attractive. And she is really timid. But again, you know, this just could be clever editing and all of that. But, you know, hey. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now we have Matt and we have Raven. And as he's talking to her, he's like, hey, I didn't think that was going to make it. But I talked to SK. I talked to Raven. And, you know, opposites attract. So I think they're going to be together. And, you know, I was saying the same thing. You know, I mean, just a little conversation. You get so much information. But that's just dope right there, you know, that Raven and SK are getting along so well. I just think that's wonderful. Now, this right here was crazy as hell. Now, Colleen is attractive. I said that before. She is not my type. And your boy Cole here is just gushing out at all the scenes like, man, you know, I wish I wouldn't have dumped you as well. You know, I wish I can take it back. But they're cutting over to your boy Matt right here. And I got to say, this conversation, in my opinion, is a bit inappropriate. Not only are you in a relationship, you are engaged. And not only that, your fiance is just a few feet away. And you having all these flirtatious conversations about the real world. And if we met and all this stuff, that's just not right. That's something a child would do. But no, I don't even want to just say a child, because grown people act crazy as well. But this right here is just not appropriate to me, and your boy Matt is feeling it on the side, like, what the hell they talking about over there? I'm gonna get my revenge, iron fist, So I don't know. Am I tripping? Am I right? Am I wrong? And Cole is just not. Yeah, Cole is just like, man, I'm physically attracted to Colleen, but I'm mostly attracted to Zanab. What to do? What to do? I don't know what to do, bro. You better make a decision fast, because the timeline is coming up and you're going to have to propose and say yes, or who knows what's going to happen. But the man does look confused. He does look confused, and hopefully he can figure it out. Hopefully he can figure it out. Now, y'all, this is not what I was expecting at all. We got SK and Raven SK on this masseuse table, and he is taking his time talking about, I'm finna hit you with the Midas touch. These are magic Nigerian hands to make your vagina quiver from my touch alone. And I'm just being silly, but I was feeling him. No, like, real talk. I'm being silly, but at the same time, I like his approach here. I forgot exactly what he was saying, but he was like, yeah, I got you, baby. I got you, baby. And I don't know. This is just perfect to me. I was like, okay, they're really breaking that physical barrier right there. And it broke even more when they're in this jacuzzi, and she does look good. I'm like, okay, they hugging and all on each other, and she got her arms wrapped around them and all of this. And while I was watching this, I was saying to myself, man, like, how difficult is it to be intimate with somebody when you got cameras all around you and mics, and like, you trying to be sexy and talk all smooth and stuff, but they're like, yeah, can you repeat that line? And it's just like, I don't know. I've never been in a reality television situation before, but this is just bizarre to me, but I'm feeling this. I did not see this coming, y'all. I did not think they was going to make it. And he's handling her well physically, because at one point in time, she was like, pick me up. She probably either wanted to be really picked up or testing him to see how physically strong he is, or both. And if he would not have been able to pick her up, that would have been, that probably, wouldn't have helped his chances at all. But yeah, they smooching and a kissing and a smooching. You guys let me know what you think. I think it's genuine. I don't think this is just for TV or for show or anything like that. But it's nice, and I do like all that. I do like all this. Now, of course, we back here with Bartise and Nancy and Bartise. And Nancy has to bring it up like, yeah, you talked to Raven. How was that? Oh, man. Like, I cannot blame her for wanting to know. You're going to be curious, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to put myself in the situation of these characters. I would not be asking these questions. I mean, what are you expecting him to say? Like, yes, I talked to Raven and I was not attracted to her at all. I'm not feeling her anymore at all. Like, it's a weird situation, because usually people, sometimes when people start dating, they may bring up their exes, but sometimes they don't. And if they do, they may or may not go into detail. But kind of here in this situation, you can't help it. Bartise's response, his answer was a little bit better, just saying, okay, hey, if we met in real life, me and Raven, we would make sense, but I have a more emotional connection with you. He's really trying to save himself. But the fact that he brought up SK and Raven, like, hey, do you think they're gonna make it? Why is that you're really concerned? Like, you seem jealous, Bartise. Like, you're hoping that they don't make it so you can slide in. And now he's talking about, yeah, I've been fallen in love before, but not to this level, but the love is fizzled out. I don't think they're going to make it, man. I think that he is just really trying to wean her off slowly, which is effed up. You need to be honest with her. Like, if you don't know at this time, if you know that you are not going to be happy with her for whatever reason, you can't help how you feel. You can't help how you feel about somebody. But if you know, you should just like, okay, no, this is not, I am not 100% satisfied. Because he asked, like, hey, if we were to get married right now, what would the answer be? And she's like, yes, I just want you. And he looked kind of scared. Like, whoa, I was not really expecting that answer. And yeah, hopefully they can work it out. But, I don't know. It is a bit iffy. Now, of course, right here we have, Brennan and Alexa and Brennan. There's not too much to say here. They're getting along great, and I hope that they do make it. But my goodness gracious, both of these people right here are tripping. Zanab and Cole and Zanab, like, really, Zanab, why are you asking these questions? Why are you asking this man to rate you? Why? I would never ask anybody, can you rate me? The last time I asked that was in elementary. I think that was the last time I was like, hey, what do you think of me as a 1 out of 10? You know, like, come on, Zanab. Like, you gotta have more confidence in this, sweetie. And then, like, Cole answer, it was stupid. Why are you gonna be like, well, you're a 9 out of 10? I remember one time I was joking with a coworker, and she was like, rate me. And I was like, you definitely not no 10. And she got a feeling, so she was like, I was like, but you're a 9.9999999. You know, like, I was just being silly, and then she started smiling. But this is a more serious situation right here. But Cole, why would you say you're a 9 out of 10, but Colleen and Raven are Zanab is a 9 out of 10, but Colleen and Raven is a 10 out of 10? Like, why would you say that? Like, I would have dodged this question like Neo from the Matrix, you know what I'm saying? Or just sometimes you have to lie. And this is a situation where you do that. Now, Zanab should have never put him in that situation anyway. You shouldn't be asking that. But you be like, hey, baby, you're a 9 out of 10. Baby, you're more beautiful than them. I'm not even, I hear, well, what are they? If I'm a 9 out of 10, what are they? I'm not even looking at them, baby. I don't even care. Like, that's out of my mind. That's out of sight. I would have responded something like that. But then, you know, she talking about it's going to be bullshit, and you expect me not to, you know, be attracted to a male and turn off my eyes. And she's like, no, don't do that. And it's like, all women are attractive in the world, and I'm looking at you unless you're Kim Kardashian and you're close. And so I'm just like, oh my God, bro. Like, man, this was just so uncomfortable from both sides. Like, Cole, you got to think a little bit better than that. And Zanab, you got to be more secure, mommy. You do. You're an attractive woman. I could not be with a woman that is that insecure, that's going to be like, can you rate me? Can you rate me to other women? It would not work. No, I'm trying to think. I've never dated anyone seriously to where they would do that. Yeah. That's just you know, that's I don't know. That's just weird to me. But guys. Now we have Matt and Colleen and Matt. And Matt is pissed off, and Colleen is crying, knowing that she effed up. And I will have to say, I am on Team Matt. If it went down at the pool, because that was an edited conversation between Colleen and Cole, if it went down the way that Matt is playing it right here, I am with him. I'm Team him. And the thing is I like this response and everything. First, remember what I said at the beginning of this and at the beginning of the episode. He set their expectations like, look, how would you respond in the real world if somebody was shooting their shot and all this, you know, how would you shut it down? And right here, he's saying, I would shut it down like, oh, you think I'm attractive? Thank you so much, but that's my girl over there. You know, I'm going to respect that. So for Colleen to be like, hey, I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me, and if we met in the real world, whatever happens, that is not appropriate at all. That is not appropriate at all, and I don't blame Matt for getting upset. And you can tell Matt is hurt. Matt is hurt right here. You can he's been hurt before. He's emotional. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I mean, we all been hurt before, but I like that he's been smart. Like, no, I'm not finna be played. I'm not, because that is disrespectful coming, you know, from her. And he like take off the microphone, and she crying, and he don't know if he gonna continue going. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Like, just even if I'm not part of an experiment. You know, if I'm out and about and a woman shoots that shot, oh, thank you. You know, you cute, you sexy. Well, thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm not going to be like, you too. I'm just going to, you know, keep giving them the cold shoulder. Like, I appreciate it, but I am in a relationship. You know, I am married. I am engaged or whatever. And so I am not upset with Matt for the way he's feeling. You know, it was funny. He was asking not funny. I mean, it is funny, but it's not funny. You know, he's getting personal, asking the producer, the dude behind stage, personally, man. He was like man to man, you know, and then I think they cut out his answer. But I like Matt for this right here. You know, he kind of put his foot down. And the thing is, to me, that should be common sense to Colleen. She is young. No, F that young stuff. That should be common sense. Stuff you know in high school, you know, respect the relationship, you know, and Matt is not playing it. He is not playing it, and you know, he's out of there. He's out of there, guys. He's out of there, and the relationship may be over. Who knows if they're going to make it or not, but I am dying to find out. But guys, that is my recap right there for Love is Blind Season 3. If you would like to see episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can click right here. If you actually can click right there. But if you would like to see my recap for episode 6, you can click right there. Thanks for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget, my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and it's just my opinion. Peace.